They call it the Sanctuary, a cluster of tiny homes for the homeless. Wow, this is actually really nice.
Yeah.
No doubt it's small, just 6 by 10 feet. But for guys like Charles Asobo, it's meeting a big need. These micro homes in downtown Nashville are part of a growing national trend, a short-term solution to get people off the streets. Mentally, does it make it easier to set your goals and to move on when you can come home at night to a little home?
Yeah. Come home, your privacy gives you time to, think on the next step of thing you want to do.
It's estimated that on any given day, there are more than 600,000 homeless in the United States. The city of Nashville counts roughly 2,300 people within its borders, but local organizations think the number is nearly 3 times higher. 60-year-old Peter Reagan suffers from bipolar disorder. He's been on the streets most of his life.
We all have some kind of an issue.
We spent this chilly December night around the community campfire that he shares with others at the Sanctuary. What's it like having your own key to your own house?
Oh, it's great. You know you can lock your stuff up and it's going to be there when you come back.
For Peter, these 60 square feet are more than just a place to get out of the cold and rain. With a door that locks, a small porch, and neighbors comes security and peace of mind. Is it home?
For now, yes. It's a step up in progression onto my own housing.
There's something about coming home.
So how did this tiny community come to exist? Its roots go back to 2011. Peter and the others live on a lot owned by the Green Street Church of Christ. Green Street has long provided services, shelter, and food to the homeless. But according to Deacon Caleb Pickering, with rising crime against the homeless and laws criminalizing sleeping in public spaces, it was time to do more.
Somebody that had been here a good bit needed a safer place to camp, so they asked if they could set up a tent behind that
Behind the storage thing.
storage container.
What started as one tent quickly became 30, and the Sanctuary was born. A few years later, Reverend Jeff Carr stumbled upon the Green Street Church.
I see this fence and it says the Sanctuary. I said, what is that? So I get out of my car, I go over and I look through the fence and I see a yard full of tents. And I said, wow, this is it.
Carr offered to build 6 tiny homes for those living at Green Street. He even committed to living in a micro home until he could raise the $50,000 needed to finish the project.
It's about 2:50 a.m. on my first night, and I'm finally going to try to take a nap.
Checking in on day 37, day 38 at the micro home.
After 45 days, he had his money.
Behold, the village rises.
On August 21st, 2015, Carr led a caravan of the finished homes through Nashville on their way to Green Street.
Everybody on GoFundMe.com. You made this an amazing journey, and we're thankful for you.
Despite that, the need in Nashville remains great. Whether it's homeless living in the Sanctuary or on the streets, a big reason is the lack of affordable housing.
So this is what most camps look like?
Ingrid McIntyre and Lindsay Krinks work for the advocacy organization Open Table Nashville. Is it getting better? Is it getting worse?
The housing piece, I feel, is getting worse in Nashville.
Yeah.
I mean, because the affordable housing, we don't have anymore. There's 700 people in Nashville with Section 8 vouchers that don't have a place that they can use them.
Ingrid and her organization are now working on another community of small homes, building on the good ideas that sprung from Green Street. As for Carr and Pickering, they're hoping to raise money so everyone at the Sanctuary can have a micro home. For the moment, a random lottery determines who gets a house. Do you feel like you've been given a gift, being able to live here?
Yes, because if I wasn't here, I'd be out there with everybody else doing the room in the inn thing or sleeping under a bridge, and people die out there. I got a few more years I want to live. I'm not ready to go yet.